Hey guys, it's Alex here, and I'm back with Afan Lido for our season 31 review now, into our 31st season now. So there's quite a lot to go through now. First things first, though, I wanted to show you something that I forgot to show on season 30. So if I take you to Wales and I take you to their squad, we currently have how many people do we have in there? We have three: Baker, Martin, and Josh Holmes at the moment. I just want to show you their fixtures of what happened 2042. The World Cup was on in 2042, and well, I'll just take you through what happened. 2042. So group stages. Wales actually got through to the second round. They drew one drew one, won one, and lost one, so got through in 4 points. Second round, they went through 4-1. Oh, it's not available. 4-1 over England, which is a bit of a crazy sort of thing there. I can show you in the fixtures who scored fixtures wise. So actually, they drew 2-2 with Uruguay, John Martin with a goal, and a former player, Jimmy Canati, with a goal. Lost 3-0 to Germany, and then beat Saudi Arabia 6-0, a former player with Alex Chapman with a goal there. Beat England 4-1, Gary Parry, a former player, Jordan Martin with a goal there. Then they went to Portugal in the quarter-final. They won that 3-2. Then the semi-final, Jordan Martin scores, and they win 2-1 over Egypt. And then in the World Cup final, can't view it. They beat Argentina 2-1 after extra time. So Wales are going to win the World Cup in 2042. Um, Absolutely insane. Incredible. Like I saw that happen, I was just like, what? So some of my players are actually World Cup winners. So like something I'm not even managing them, and they've won the World Cup. So pretty incredible there. But yeah, so let's go into Lido. There's been a lot of transfer activity going on. Been a big out actually. I'll take you through the transfer history. So firstly, going out on loan was Martin Crowder to TNS and Adam Mansell to ABBA, both to get first team football because they're not going to get any here. Lee Stevenson went to Ross County, young player there. Ewan Patterson went to Leeds. David Sullivan went to Derby. Lou Perry, he finally left the club, 2.1 million to Reading. Yep, getting old. I sort of said last time when Saxton left, I think Perry would be out the door. Did have a very good. He was the backup player for us, and he did very well at it. But it's time for him to move on. Loaned Luke Spencer. Andy Sullivan finally left on a free, gone back to Derry City, or gone to Derry City. Just couldn't get any offers for him. It was just really disappointing there. And John Roberts went on a free to Real. Nick Phillips went on loan to Bangor, and then Mike Berger went to Benfica for 21.5 million. So I'm very happy with this transfer, even though we've lost quite a big player here. Um, so he's 27 now. He was getting a few bids last year, so decided to offer him up because it was his last year of contract, and he wanted a really big wage rise. Um, History. So we got him on a free from West Ham about 5, 6 years ago, and we've sold him for 21.5 million. So I'm very, very happy with that. I think if we go into our clauses, we do have a 50% transfer fee if he does get transferred on. So hopefully that happens. But 21.5 million breaks our record for the most players sold by a good 11.5 million, which was Guzman. So we freed up a lot of money that year. John Smith went on loan to Nottingham Forest. Greg Jordan on loan to Charlton again. Dalziel on loan to Southampton. Sam Pring to Care. Ross Galsworthy, he left for ABBA, surprisingly, for 725k. Just wasn't going to be playing. He's been sitting, getting loaned out and in the reserves for years, and just really never stepped up that much. So I decided to let him go finally. 725k, not too bad. Gareth Thompson also, he went out for 500k. 29 years old to Wickham. He had so many good mental stats. That's why I kept him so long. But in the end, he goes after a long time at Lido. Then we actually sold Judy Mandala in the January transfer window for 6 million to Porto. I think this is probably partly because he got a call up to Belgium, which I really surprised at when I signed him. Like he kept having really low ratings, value wise, and then offered him out because it was going down. I think I could get some younger players in, and I got him for 6 million. Porto came in with a 6 million offer, so I jumped on that straight away. So 6 million for Bendala, pretty good there. Mansell went on loan again because he wasn't getting any game time at ABBA. Nicolini, he finally left, 3.7 million to Zenit. Look at that, gone straight to 8 million, which is really annoying. 23 years old. Had him for a few years, loading him out once to Newcastle. He was pretty good, but I think we've got better players in that position. Do we have a transfer clause on him? Let's have a look. Do we? Nicolini, we have a 50%, so he's worth 8 million. So hopefully he gets sold on. That's the. I always try and include that now in my deals. So yeah, then a loan for Nathan Acton, but 34.53 million coming in this year, which is very good. I think it's probably the most since. I think it is the most probably. But yeah, so we had three players come in. Firstly was Curtis McLaughlin from Man City on loan as a left winger, sort of a cover slash rotation option for Nelson because we didn't really have anyone there at this point in time. So he's been playing a few games for us. A very, very good player. Only paying 14k wages, which isn't too bad for a player of his quality. So pretty good there. We also got Sam Davies on a free, who's a very good player. 23 years old. He's an attacking mid, so he works well in our new system. He was released from Arsenal, so actually he didn't want to talk to us because he wanted something like 25k, and then ABBA suddenly get interested in him, and suddenly his wage things are really far down to like 8.25k, which is a bit crazy. Yeah. Then we brought in a player for 165k from Chelsea, Barry Fields, a left back. This was sort of with Mandala going out, so we brought him in. We had him on the 6 month deal, but we decided to buy him now because it was only 165k. So brought him in. Hopefully he can do well there. Looks pretty good. Had a lot of loan spells with Chelsea. Never really broke into the first team. So hopefully he can do well for us there. We've got three other players coming through. First we got Christoph Ramspacker from SK Rapid. So he's a okay player, not the best I'd say, but he's a quite a low wage left wing and he's Austrian. So hopefully with the foreignness of him, he can sort of get a higher price. So hopefully that works out there. Then we got Pietro Dortevo, who is a left back, Italian 19-year-old left back from Inter Milan. So hopefully he does well. Has all the makings to be a good player. So he's coming in the season. And then also Daniel Abazatoe, 21-year-old Romanian striker from FC Vaslui. Got some good stats there. Very good physicals as well. So hopefully he can do well for us when he comes in next year. But that's it for transfers wise. So let's get on to the fixtures. So we had quite a few friendlies as per usual. We went on actually a tour of Brazil this year, which is pretty cool. Played CRB and played ASA, won both of them, so that was pretty cool to see that. Hopefully the merchandise sales will go up because of that. Had some friendlies, blah blah blah. Then we started the league, 3-0 win over Newtown. Ryan Potter with 2, Markey with 1. 1-0 over Care, Ryan Kelly with the goal. 6-2 over Prestienne, Ryan Potter with a hat-trick, Capaferri, Markey and Thompson with goals. 4-0 over Airbus, an own goal, Capaferri, Ryan Kelly and Darren Barker. PSV were our first team in the Champions League group stage. Group B, we got a really late winner at home actually. Bob Haran with the only goal. So it was quite close here. Quite disappointed with the performance, but we got the win in the end, which was pretty good. Followed that with a 4-0 win over Bala. Capozzielli with 2, Haran and Kelly. ABBA, we had 1-0 in the league, which was a good win, 81 minutes from Potter. Then we had Rangers away, a 1-0 win here, Nelson with the goal. TNS was a 3-2 win, Alan Henderson with a goal, Sam Davies and Curtis McLaughlin with goals there. Then we had Barry in the Premier League Cup first round, won that 9-0, Sam Davies with 2, Haran with 3, Martin with 2, an own goal and a Capaferri goal there as well to give us a resounding win. 2-0 over Banger, Alan Hire, our youth prospect, and Darren Baker with goals. 4-2 over Basel away, Alan Henderson, Nelson with 2, and Capazielli with 1 there as well. Aber Uni was a 3-0 win, Alan Henderson with 2 and Potter with 1. Ryder was a 5-0 win in the Premier League Cup quarter-final. Capazielli, Markey, McLaughlin with 2 and Figueras with 1. Real was a 5-0 win, Martin with 2 and Xanthopoulos with 3. Basel was a 3-0 win at home, Potter, Nelson and Alan Henderson. Then we had Calsonic Cancy in the Welsh Cup third round, and that was a 9-0 win away. Martin with 2, Alan Hire with 2, Baker with 2, Montiel with 1, Goschel and Alan Henderson with the goals there. Aber Uni was a 5-1 win in the Premier League Cup semi-final. Nelson with 2, Henderson with 2 and Potter with 1. Newtown was a 3-1 win, Hire, Xanthopoulos and McLachlan. PSV was a 1-1 draw away, quite annoying here, but they did sort of pose threats, I guess. McLaughlin with Argyle after they scored an early goal. Potter actually missed the penalty, so he could have won that game, which was disappointing there. So that means Rangers' game was actually quite crucial in the end. Preston was a 4-0 win. Craig Hopkins with 2, who's a youth player. Xanthopoulos and Alistair Goschel. Ryder was a 3-1 win. Xanthopoulos and Ryan Potter with 2. A 1-1 draw over Care at home as well, of all things, which is absolutely insane. Just really annoying here. We just couldn't finish. Look at the domination. We had 3 click-out chances and could only finish 1 of them, so it's really quite annoying there. But first draw in the league there. And then we actually went on to beat Rangers 4-0. Alan Henderson with 2, Michael Ferguson and Nelson with goals. So if we show the group, it actually was pretty crucial because we were on 13 and they were on 12. So if they had won, they would finish top. So 16 and 12, very close there. Went on to play Airbus 4-0 win for Guaras. Benali came back. He had quite a few injuries this year, so he got 2 though on his return. Nicolini with 1 there. And then a 10-0 win over Bala away. Pretty crazy here. A 10-0 win for the first quite a while. Potter with 3, Alan Henderson with 3, Figueras with 2, Nelson with 1, and Sam Davies with 1. So yeah. Then we played TNS 3-0 away. Baker, Capaferri, and Nelson. Aber was a 2-0 win. Potter and McLaughlin. And then Aber Uni was 2-0. Goschel and Capaferri with goals there. Bangor City was a 3-0 win. Xanthopoulos with 2 and Martin with 1. Ryder was a 4-1 win for Guaras, Potter and Nelson and Martin with goals actually. Then another draw, which is quite annoying. Real was a 1-1 draw here. Nelson with a penalty right at the start, and they got a penalty right at the end. We couldn't recover from that. We really didn't finish the game off, even though we should have. Look at that domination. They had 1 shot on target and 1 goal, and that was the penalty. Otherwise, they only had 2 shots. Really, really annoying there. And then we finally, Cardiff Met Uni was a 5-0 win. Potter with a hat-trick, Sam Davies and McLaughlin with goals there. So, if I show you the league, that's the league so far. We've already qualified for Europa, which is pretty good. We sit top with 62 points. Aber are 10 behind us with 52. Then TNS, level on points with Newtown actually, 39 for each of them. Aber Uni, up there actually in the top half of the table for once. Ryder, then Care, Banger, Airbus, Real, Preston and Bala looked both to go down. Look at the bottom of there, 7 and 5 each, and then the next 26, they're pretty much already relegated, which is pretty crazy there. If I show you the stats of the league, Reese Wigg is tearing it up again in the league, goals wise, 28 already. He's insane. I know if I bought him for us, he wouldn't do as well. I just know it, so I'm gonna leave him there, and Aber need him, so I'm gonna keep him there. And he's also got assists, so he really should get Player of the Year, but I don't know if he will. Xanthopoulos and Montiel are up there for average rating. Montiel's assists, Potter with goals, so that's pretty good there. If I show you my squad, stats wise, here we go. Goals scored is Potter with 19, then Alan Henderson with 13, 11 for Nelson, 9 for Xanthopoulos, 8 for Martin. McLaughlin's got 7, Ferry got 5 along with Baker. Assists 11 for Montiel, 10 for Henderson, 9 for Capaferri, 8 for McLaughlin, Sam Davies, Xanthopoulos and Potter. so that's pretty good there. Um, then if we well, I don't know where it's gonna go. I was gonna say we also got a new feeder club. I don't know if I've showed this before, um, but we've actually got another one which is pretty cool, and it's from Mexico, Merida. So hopefully we're gonna get some new Mexicans coming through the youth system. So that's pretty cool there. So we got Spain, Brazil, Nigeria, and Mexico. So that's gonna be cool if we can see that starting to come through the next few years. But yeah, so I think that's generally it. I'll show you who we have next in. Well, we have Bang City in the World Cup quarter final, and we have Galatasaray in the knockout rounds. Here's the draw: Madrid, Man U, which is pretty crazy. Shakhtar, Barca, Leverkusen, Chelsea, Galatasaray, Lido, Rangers, Liverpool, Sporting, Monaco, Benfica, Man City, Celtic, and PSG. So those are the sort of things there. TNS in the Premier League Cup final. But yeah. There is, I'll show you this. Some sad news. Figueres definitely will be leaving us this year. At the end of this year, I think. Go to offer him a new contract. Look at what he wants. 73,000 a week. I can offer him 32.5. Like I'm already offering him 34.5. So it's just not going to work, and I'm going to sell him. I've decided, made the decision. I'm going to sell him. So that'll be um, hopefully at the end of the season. I'll keep him for this season and see if we can actually do it with the Champions League finally, but unfortunately that's not the case there. But let's see how things go. So, but anyway, apart from that sad note, we're doing very well. Hopefully we can get through and finally do it this year, but not got my hopes up. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's been Alex, and I'll see you guys later.